So it's a little later. It's afternoon actually. I do usually do these in the mornings, but yeah, I've been busy all morning. So let me see if I can get a little better. Okay. I try to keep my neighbors out of YouTube where we live. Uh, anyway, so we got the old girl washed up a little bit. Kind of show you a little view here. The old 671. I got some wire here. I'm going to rewire the electrical on it a little bit. We cleaned everything up, pressure washed it down real good. Getting it ready to go over to the farm where I'm going to change oil and fuel filters and all that stuff. We got some 5 gallons of 30 weight motor oil. From what I can research online, 30 weight motor oil is the best for the 671. It cuts back on so much usage of oil. That's what it was designed for. I don't know. We're going to find out. That being said, we were waiting on my son. He's at Grandma and Grandpa's. When he gets home this evening, I promised him that I'd give him a ride in the truck over to the farm to unload this. So we're going to put his car seat in there, and he's going to get to ride in the log truck. He's pretty excited about that. So that's the reason I haven't already taken it over. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to head over to the farm, and I got to move a few things and get the forward power unit possibly out. At least get it unhooked, all the throttle cables and all that stuff that I just put on there. Get all that stuff unhooked and get it ready to set out if nothing else. So let's go get that done. Let's go get that done. Okay. Just now noticed the lights out back here. Anyway, but the old girl is about ready to fire up and get going. Like I say, I'm really excited to see how this, first of all, this bigger pulley is going to do, because that means less RPMs on the motor, but also how much more power this motor should put out and how much better it'll do on that power unit. So let's get over and get that other one off, shall we? See you guys there. Okay, that was quick for you, but took me out a little bit. I'd already been over here once today, so I got my solar panel out. I'm gonna adjust it just a little, give me a little bit more light there. See, I just got it leaned up against an old chair. I think you guys have seen that most of the time. We was over here the other day and finally cleaned up a little bit. Me and Hannah got our walnut stacked up, some nice looking walnut. Cleared off our deck here. So now we got to get that bad boy off. I had run a pipe up to try to give me some little better flow there, but that'll be changing now that this 671 is going in. Probably to get the best flow possible, probably going to go straight out the roof with it. I'll make a little cap or something. I know it's kind of dark in here. I'll make a little cap or something and put up there. But right now we got to try to figure out, we got to get this motor cleaned off. We got to get the big old nice belt that we got on there just the other day and ain't even got a chance to use it with this meal. We got to get that bad boy off of there, because hopefully we're going to try to get that motor set this week, or on my weekend, I should say. Probably going to have to try to take out that right there, so I may be digging a hole here and going ahead and putting that in, because this is going to be about the only way, because I don't have enough room to get in there any other way to get that in there, is that opening. And that is what they left that opening there for. So let's get started. Like I say, gonna have a little bit of a mess here, but we're gonna take all this stuff off. I'm gonna take that down, take my belts and stuff off, and get this. I want to call it a name, but Yeah, we'll get that thing off there. Probably gonna keep it for a while. I mean, like I say, it runs. It does run good, and I have figured out the starting way, but just can't get parts for it very easy. So, and it's not enough power to really run this mill. I know some people's out there running a lot. Their mill's on less power or whatever, the old 8 ends and stuff. But guys, I'm not doing that. We want to build a whole house out of this mill, so we need to get something that can actually hump. Uh, so let me get this tore apart and cleaned up, and I'm going to try to think of something I can use for that. I need to do it anyway, so let's see what we can find. Hey guys. Okay, so probably should have done that before I put this wall up. It would have made it a lot easier. But it wasn't bad. It's got a slight angle in the post. I don't know if you guys can tell. It's veering just a hair that way. But no bigger than that distance is, and no more than it's holding up, because it's not really holding up anything. It's mainly to keep it from going out, wiggling this way. So that'll work perfect. I can always put a bolt, a long screw, or whatever, several screws. Like I say, it's just to keep it from wobbling. I'm going to put some galvanized tin there along with here. But now I have a clear span 8-foot, I think 6-inch doorway. But yeah, now I'm going to put this little bit of dirt around that post, and now I can move those pipe out of the way and get the loader over here and get this chain hooked up and pick that rascal up and get it out of here. So yeah, if we can get that out of here, then we'll be ready Even if we don't set it in today, tomorrow at the latest, we're going to get it off the truck tomorrow, like I say. But guys, we're a little behind. I just want to throw this out there. We're a little behind on uploading these videos, so by the time you see this one, the motor will already be in. There's a couple more that has to be posted in line first. I'm sorry, we're just a lot going on. Stick with us if you like this sort of stuff, please. I plan on doing a lot of sawing, so if you're into that sort of stuff, please like, subscribe, show us a little bit of support. For the ones that have, I think we're up to today 99 subscribers, really close to that 100 mark. But for all 99 of you guys that actually do watch, appreciate it. Like really appreciate it. I didn't really figure it would grow into anything. We had hopes, but honestly, I've thought about it a couple different times about just calling it done with the YouTube thing, because it's kind of aggravating in some ways. But for all the 99 of y'all, I feel like y'all are actually interested, and I'd like to give you something for your time. So yeah. Anyway, thank you, really. Now I'm gonna get back to work. I'm gonna put in a couple more screws in this, and then I'm gonna go get the loader. Hey, so I hope you can hear me. I got the old loader in here, and boy, she is tight, but it fits. I knew it was gonna be tight. I didn't want a whole lot of room, but I wanted it enough that I could get in and spot on. Couldn't have done it better if I planned it that way. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap the chain around the whole bucket, pick it up just a little bit, because I can't go too high due to the exhaust. So I can't go any higher than the exhaust will let me go. So, fingers crossed, if nothing else, I'll get some damage on video. But I'm hoping we don't. Let's see what happens. It worked. No motor. That went smoother than I was afraid of. I'm very glad that it did. I know you guys didn't see it, but I just set the motor over there next to my container thing, my box. I call it the box. I just set right there. Like I said, I'm probably gonna keep it. I'm gonna cover it up. Put some stuff over it to where it don't get no water or nothing like that in it. Lighting. Anyway, so yeah, I'll keep it. It runs. It's smooth running, and I don't guess I should complain too much, but it just didn't have the power. I mean, you're looking at, from what I could find, at its best, possibly, and this was not numbers that this is. So I took the long tractor that had the closest liters to that one. I think it was a 3.6, I think is what it was, and I took those, and I took the Ford tractor that had the closest, which was I think like a 3.8 liter, and I split the difference with it. At its very best, it would have been like 63 horsepower. 63, 64 horsepower. I know it's not at its best. I mean, we all know that. I'm talking about like brand new out of the showroom floor is saying 60 some horsepower. So more than likely it was probably 55. And like I say, tractors run that all day. I understand. The governor wasn't kicking in quite right. I was having to run an awful lot of RPMs on it. Just a numbers of things, and it would bog it really quick. The guy that I got the motor off of that we got coming, he was using this on an industrial mill. 671s are used on industrial size mills all the time. So it should push what I'm doing here, no problem. Other YouTubers that I watch when I do watch sawmill videos, frickin' Jeep. That guy, he's putting a 671 on his new one. I think he's running a 471 right now, which is still twice the horsepower of that one. And honestly, if I had a 471, I would have run it. If I had a chance to get one, I looked for one. Father-in-law's got a 371. He runs it on his. That's fine. But this 671 should do everything I want it to do. And then if we ever grow it, and you guys on YouTube ever click like and share and grow this real big, we'll be Cadillacing, as they say. So, no motor. I'm going to clean up, sweep up, and hopefully we'll be ready for the other motor soon. If I don't get all that on video, don't be mad at me. Depending on who's out here helping me, some people don't like to be on video. Some of the people in my family. So, they're just getting used to the idea. So, yeah, we'll get what we can. See you guys. Like, subscribe. Thanks.